Alrighty, I hope everybody's having a great day. You've made it to lesson 5. Now, lesson 5 is going to take up on exercise 16. Yesterday we did the rhythm rap, and we counted that line by clapping and counting. And this next exercise is actually using the exact same rhythms. So, if you're rhythmically challenged, you might go to lesson 4 and go to the end of the video and watch the count and clap. So, this is how exercise, well, first of all, let's not go so quickly. Make sure that we warm up on some long tones. Okay. Play a tone just like that on every note that we've learned. The F, the E flat, the D, the C, and the B flat. And once you do that a couple of times, you'll be sufficiently warmed up to play the next few exercises. All right, so now we're going to get into 16 here, the half counts. 1, 2, ready, play. 3, 4. 3, 4. Repeat. 3, 4. 3, 4. All right, that's the half counts. And you'll want to play through that several times until you get to where you know that you're playing the rhythms correctly. And the notes are pretty easy. You're playing the notes in sequence that we've learned. So you're just going right up a scale and coming right back down. And that's exercise 16 right there. The next song is a song. It's called Hot Cross Buns. This is one of the most famous songs that every beginning player learns on every instrument in just about every instruction book that there is. So Hot Cross Buns is a very, very commonly played first or second song. And let's take a look at it. It's got no flats and sharps in the key signature, but it does have a flat in front of the B flats, and so we know that we're going to be playing B flats. And we're going to be using only 3 notes, the D, C, and the B flat. So that's pretty easy in that respect. All right, let's take a look at it. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, play. 3, 4. 3, 4. 3, 4. Okay, so on the repeat, I jumped back up to exercise 16, which was not the right thing to do. So we'll do Hot Cross Buns one more time. We won't take the repeat this time. 1, 2, ready, play. 3, 4. 4. Okay, now that's Hot Cross Buns. We'll take a quick look. There's a notation in the book, and it shows us a breath mark, which looks like a comma. And that comma, when it's put between notes, that means you're supposed to take a breath there. You're not going to see this in advanced music, but in beginner music for the first year or two, they may throw in a breath mark. And what that does is it breaks up phrases. It gives you the best place to take a breath that does not mess up the continuity of the song. And if you take breaths in wrong places, it can really chop up a song and make it sound kind of dopey. And so you want to take your breaths at the end of phrases. That's the best place to do it. And I can barely see the breath mark on Go Tell Aunt Rhodie because my student has written in a bunch of fingerings, which they ought not have, but did. And so you see after the first 2 measures, after that B flat, there's that comma or breath mark, and that's where we'll breathe at. Let's give it a try. 1, 2, ready, play. take a breath as often as it tells me to there, I will hyperventilate. That's very hard for me to play with that many breaths. And so find out how far can you play without taking a breath. Maybe we can play 4 bars, 1, 2, 3, the first 4, and not go and take a breath until we get halfway through the song. Let's give that a try. 1, 2, ready, play. Okay, I just realized I'm probably playing this song a little bit faster than we should be playing it. I'm going to slow this down to the degree where it would be easier to play if you haven't played it before. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, play. Okay, so that's Go Tell Aunt Rhodie. That's a pretty nice song, and you can learn to play that and add that to your repertoire. Play it every day. It's much fun there. All right, and so that takes us to number 19, which is an essential elements quiz. And what does it do? Well, we're supposed to be writing in notes. If any of you have the ability to write on your computer screens, maybe you do, but I do not. But you can take a look at those empty bars and just either write them in or imagine where that E flat, the F is, where's these different notes even at, and that's your essential elements quiz. So that's kind of a difficult one to work with. We're going to go now, we're going to take a look at a whole note. This is a new type of a thing in rhythms. And what it does is it takes up an entire measure. So you're going to get 4 beats anytime you see a whole note. So that's going to be a note that you're holding out. These are notes you're usually going to see at the end of songs, end of phrases. They're not common in melodies because they just don't move enough. But you see it. There it is right there. It's got 4 beats. It also shows us a whole rest. The whole rest is heavy and hangs off of the line, which is different than the half rest, which sat on top of the line. Okay, so the whole rest, like the whole note, gets 4 beats, and you're going to sit there and you're going to do nothing for 4 counts, except count to yourself. All right, that's that. Let's take a look at this rhythm rap. Okay, I'll be rapping. This is very exciting. Okay, the rhythm rap is a counting and clapping exercise. We won't do the 1 and 2 and 3, and we'll do that the second time through. But let's take a look at number 20, the rhythm rap. It's got a whole note followed by 4 quarters, another whole note followed by a whole rest, and then it's got a half note, 2 quarter notes, and a whole note. So it's incorporating most of what we've learned rhythmically to this point. And it's going to sound like this. 1, 2, ready, clap. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Rest. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you would repeat that, as exciting as that is. So keep doing that until you get it right. Now, the 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, what that's doing, it's what's called subdividing the beat. When we come up on eighth notes at some point in our lessons, you're going to need to be able to subdivide a note. You're no longer going to be just going 1, 2, 3, 4, but eighth notes would be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. But we're not there yet, so enough of that. All right, so that is the rhythm rap, and that is, we ought to just go ahead and play the song that goes along with it, number 21, The Whole Thing, appropriately named because of the whole note. Wow, very exciting. All right, so 21. Let's take a look at that, and we're going to play the whole thing. And we'll even take the repeat. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, play. is to play it better than the instructor did, because that was not very good. But I kind of misattacked the first note. I was a little late coming in, so I'll just critique myself. And knowing that I know that, I won't bother to go through it again. And that's going to be, I think, a good for this lesson. So keep playing everything in the book. I still think you could play every single exercise in the book in just a couple of minutes. And so that's something you'll want to try to do every day. Remember, we're trying to practice a half hour a day. And if you can only get out the horn and warm up or play for 15 minutes, that's still way better than doing nothing at all. So try to make sure you at least touch your horn every day. That'll help you at least stay in the habit of getting it out, not forgetting it, and play for just as long as you can. But congratulations on having got this far, and I will talk to you in a while.